Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to be here today so that you could see my primroses that I showed off to you in the last video. I'm trying to take advantage of their beauty for as long as I can this month, and with the snow outside, at least where I live, it is really nice to see some flowers and color on the windowsill like that. So how is February going so far? I'm wondering if anybody did the Candlemas activity with the lighting of the candles all around the house. I think that when I read over yesterday, that's February 2nd, and again, we're following along in Sarah Ban Breathnach's book, Simple Abundance. When I read the new February 2nd entry, it was much longer than in the old book, and she touches upon some new topics, so I'll discuss that today. Just wanted to check in about the first couple of days of February. This month is already going by quickly, right? I feel like we just got here. So February 1st, she sets us up. We're going to be really getting to know our authentic self this year, and so she talks about what is that. And I like how she says the authentic self is the soul made visible in the real world. And then she says it one more time, just clearly, the authentic self is the soul made visible. So, what does that mean to you? I think when I think about connecting with my authentic self or living in an authentic way, I think that phrase captures it, because it is me at a core soul level, and that soul essence is emulating in my being, and other people are seeing it too. So that's a good entry to read and something to think about. What do you think about when you think about your authentic self? What does that mean to you? I hope you'll share in the comments. I mentioned that yesterday was the entry called Beginning to See the Light, and she tied in the candle activities for last night. If you weren't at a Super Bowl party like me, I still need to have a night with candles. I have some candles in my bedroom that I could easily, they're actually electric, so I could actually put those on pretty easily and have an evening of candlelight. Now, what she does further in this entry is sets us up for a new tool that was not in the old book. So I'm going to be doing this right along with you guys. And I have to share, I sort of have mixed emotions about it. So this new tool is that we're going to be creating a, what she calls, caution closet this year. So she goes on to talk to us about something I don't have an issue with, which is how it's sometimes better for your soul to ignore the news. And I think it's difficult to fully ignore it in our society. And you may have a lot of feelings about that, and I know it touches a nerve with a lot of people. But I've been living this way for years, and I'm not even going to apologize for it. I don't know if I could function if I had a smartphone and there were all these alerts going on. I've been around people when things like that have come up, that a plane crashed or something like that, and believe me, people will tell you the news that you need to know. And I pick up on enough. I'm around people and I hear conversations. So I typically have a sense of what's going on, but I'm just not immersed in it. And no judgment, please, because that's how I'm living my life. I just feel like I'm way too affected by things that I don't want to see CNN. I'm kind of oblivious, and you might not agree with that, but that is how I live. So she talks about trying to do that, and if you're very connected, it may be difficult for you to have a major lifestyle change like that. But so how does that tie into the caution list? So the caution closet, I should say. She wants us this year to set up, and I can see that she's kind of putting in gradually in various entries, what she calls a caution closet, which it sounds like what we're going to be doing is gathering important paperwork and things that we would want to have if there was all of a sudden an emergency or the house is on fire and you just would be able to go to one place and grab it. I don't mind that idea because I do think it's good to be prepared for things, but I don't necessarily like the idea that I'm preparing for something like that, so I have mixed emotions about it. But you know, we're talking about order this year, and that is actually a good sort of order exercise to get all your important things together. And maybe there is some peace in knowing that you're going to have this backpack that you could grab if you had to at a moment's notice. I don't like to think that that's the world that we're living in, but I guess it is. But if I watched the news, I'd probably be way more aware of that. And this next one, she does talk about the quieting the news and the other things that are in the background that disconnect you from this experience of really connecting with your soul. She says, this is in today's entry, February 3rd. Begin to listen for the whispers of your authentic self. What do you really want to be doing? The next choice you make, step you take, task or urge you follow may come from something as simple as clearing your desk to find that buried adult extensions course brochure. Weren't you interested in botanical drawing or discovering more about French art deco design? Sign me up with you, she says. Learning something new every week is such a glorious gift. Starting in the new year, we're going to play that game. Why, we're already started. For only when the clamor of the outside world is silenced will you be able to hear the deeper vibration. Listen carefully. Spirits playing your song. Ooh, I like that. That sort of ties in with the harmony principle, right? That's what this channel is all about. The simple abundance principles, and harmony is one of those. This year we're talking about joy, harmony, beauty, order, simplicity, and gratitude. And here we are at the beginning of February 2020. It's going to be interesting to see how the rest of this month goes, and I have lots of videos to share with you again. I appreciate you being along with me, and if you have anything to say about this entry or other entries, I hope that you will comment. And thanks again for subscribing. I will see you later in the week. Have a great day.